everyone, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch, a brand new game that I am playing on the channel today. I am in a mood to play something a little bit different than what I've got going on at the moment, and I had some time free, and I wanted to check out this one that's been on my list for quite some time, and I've also had a few recommendations to play this one over the years as well. So I'm excited to check out this game, What Remains of Edith Finch, today. No idea what it's about, so this will be a blind playthrough. It's also not the main menu. We're apparently in the game. I thought that was the main menu. We had a cheeky little title card there, and I liked it, so I was like, this is our little interactive title screen. Okay, the game automatically takes you down if you're taking too long and says, here's my journal with some beautiful looking flowers. Now, I'm not sure if anything else is going to happen, so I'll just quickly do a little intro and then we'll get into the game. Yeah, I've had this game on my list in my backlog for a really long time, actually. It's just like one of those games that had a really appealing sort of minimalist style to the cover art, and I was like, that looks nice. What is that game about? I'm going to put that on my list and play it one day, and today is the day. Another game that kind of gave me a similar sort of feeling from its cover art was Firewatch. I played Firewatch like 5 years ago now, and really beautiful game. And it was one of those ones where I just like was recommended it, had some free time, and I was like, this looks cool, very like minimalist sort of style, so I can't really tell what's going on here. Let's see what it's all about. And then it ended up really being a really beautiful experience. So we're going to check out this one today as well, see what happens. I'm assuming, given the fact that I'm looking at this book with Edith Finch's name on it, is We Are Edith Finch. There's no way to tell. I was like, maybe we're doing some sort of mystery on finding out what remains of this character and we're going after them or something, but no, it looks like we are Edith Finch. We've just finished our instant noodles and had a cigarette, so we're good to go. We're on a beautiful looking ferry heading somewhere. Let's find out where we're headed. Let's open up this book. Our journal. Oh, okay.
A lot of this isn't going
I open it.
To you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oh, I was reading that. That's fine. Oh, what's the series of unfortunate events house right there? Okay, and the classic fence signifying the beginning of the game and a point of no return.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Oh, okay.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Oh, okay, so also brother disappearance. All right, I'm curious about what the premise is. We're returning to the family home, it seems. I need to have a look at just what our controls are. Okay. The Finches. We've got a family tree. So there's Milton. I think I saw Lewis's name in the rest of that book before it faded to black. Everyone is dead. What remains of Edith Finch should actually be what remains of the Finches. We're the last person in our family tree alive. That's kind of depressing. Everyone's passed. Most recently, it looks like Dawn, which I'm assuming here is our mother, died in 2016. So if I'm getting this family tree right, I'm not a family tree expert, but if I'm getting this right, Gus and Dawn are our parents, Gregory potentially an uncle. I'm not sure who the names of the leaves are. They seem to not have birthdays or death days. They just floating names in the wind. But it seems that the family tree starts at Odin from 1880. That's an interesting pause screen. I just wanted to go check the controls, of which there are 3. Okay, I guess we'll figure out what the controls are as we play. Everything should be good. Let me stick that bad boy on, please. Okay. Okay. Let's play. So we'll figure out the controls as we go. It looks like we've got a walking. Oh, I've got a zoom. Good. I've got another zoom. I've got another zoom. And another zoom. I got 4 different zoom buttons. That's good. Just in case you forget which button it is to zoom, I've got 4 backup ones for you. Let's walk and talk, shall we?
Until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Lived here until you were 11. I like how we're getting the recap with the floating text as we walk. But yeah, that house does not look structurally sound. That looks like a light breeze would tip that stuff over at the top. I can't wait to explore it. Okay, so it seems that we use the mouse to actually interact.
The mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
No one was here to collect them, I guess, or it's just been ignored.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay. And that was in 2010. Gotcha. No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Mysterious key.
She thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay. So there is like a mystery element to this, but it's not what I thought. I thought we'd be like maybe like searching for this person named Edith Finch or something. But we are Edith. The Finches. I like that the family is named after birds, and then they've like used the bird theme. They've kind of ran with it because it's all drawn in here as well. Finches are beautiful birds. We have a fork in the road. Or do we take the high road or the low road? Do both roads lead to the same place? Let's go this way. And then I'm going to go and check the other path anyway, because I am terrible like that and I must explore every path. I like to go in the wrong direction first.
This way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, a few hoof prints. I like to go the wrong way first and then go the right way, just in case. Hello, new friend. I have a feeling that like that lower, I can see the lower path, so it looks like it's just like gonna, potentially it's gonna just go to the same place.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh yeah, that is a hazard. Look at that. That is just an accident waiting to happen.
Exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
I mean, I love it from a creative standpoint. Ooh, and the music swells up as we approach it. I'll be back for you, house. I've got an alternate pathway to take. It's quite beautiful. Imagine if this was just your front garden.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent.
Okay, I was calling it beautiful, but now it's ominous. Now it's creepy. There's missing posters everywhere. It's
as if they're about to say something, but never do.
Weirdly silent. Okay, so it seems that we're on a alternate path that we can take. However, Edith gives us new dialogue relating to the path that we take, which is also cool. So that like fills in some stuff. And that is where we came from, I think. Up there? Yeah, okay. so alternate pathways can yield more dialogue. There's not a sprint from what I can tell, because I tried all of my usual buttons that would be the sprint button. But alas, they are all zoom buttons instead. So we're just on a brisk pace, walking through the woods. And if we unlock the ability to walk faster later, I'm sure the game will tell us. But instantly the game has hooked you in with its nice premise of mysterious key, whole family dead. Let's figure out what's going on in the house, you know? What is over here?
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Edie. Okay. And then we can refer to the family tree whenever we have these names come up. Edie. Okay, judging by the timeline here, it looks like Edie and Odin were together. It didn't seem that... they might not have been together long, though, because look at this. There's a bit of an age gap here. Odin born in 1880. Edie was born in 1917. So this man was already 37 when Edie was born? That doesn't seem right. What's that age gap like? You were born in 1880. You were born in 1917. Yeah, that's a 37-year age gap. And then Odin died when Edie was 20. So I'm gonna take a bet and say Edie was actually Odin's daughter. Because that does not line up whatsoever, but they're right next to each other. But then it looks like who's Edie's husband? You know what? Maybe it's these? Maybe these could potentially represent, like, the extended family or family on the other side? Potentially? So that's like Edie Finch, and then Edie got married to, like, a Sven, who's no longer with us, who so has left the tree. I don't know. I'm trying to interpret the tree, because that Odin and Edie pairing does not make sense at all. So I'm assuming Odin is, like, the beginning of everything, and Edie is probably the daughter of Odin. So maybe Odin was married to Ingeborg. If I'm onto something, we'll see. Otherwise, who knows? But I don't think Odin and Edie were together. See, I'm not a family tree expert, alright? Just calling it like I see it. And then I'm analyzing it and going, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Yes, I'm Odin, and I married Edie in 1917 when she was a baby, and no. That does not make sense.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I get you. I mean, I'd look at it. Looks like I'd fall out of it at any given moment. Relatable. Be scared to be here as an adult. God, they really went hard with the missing posters for Milton, didn't they? This is a not very lucky family, is it? We got missing kids. Everyone's dead. God damn. How did they all die, I wonder?
18-year-old. I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay, 17-year-old. We now have a date. So it's 2016. Dawn, our mother, just died. So that's fresh. That's why we've got the key. Okay. I wonder what the circumstances surrounding the deaths were, if they were natural or supernatural or otherwise. Oh, nice. think we're being pulled this way with the chime. Let's try the front door first, just in case. I feel like it might be locked.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
Whoa. Whoa, no thanks. No thanks. Okay. Is this a scary game? This is not supposed to be a scary game, right? Sheesh.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay, yeah, that's what I assumed it wouldn't work.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh, this has a real unsettling vibe. Oh, I also forgot to point out and notice while we were doing our intro, I got distracted, is Edith's arm is in a cast. We've got a broken arm, wrist at the moment. When we were on the ferry, it was just like white or empty, and now it's got more detail to it. So I'm not sure if that's something, but we'll acknowledge that. Broken arm. All right, we got something in the garage. The doggy door has been busted. Oh, okay. We're crawling in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, okay. No, it's different. So we were wearing like looked like an actual cast when we're on the ferry, but it looks like a little nice sleeve thing, like a knitted sleeve at the moment. So a little bit different. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. What was the noise that we heard, I wonder? I quite like the music. Okay, so there's no power. So I don't think we've got any squat. We could have some squatters, who knows? And I've also crawled in the doggy door.
For the first time in years.
Edie, Dawn, Lewis, Milton, Edith. January 2010.
I felt like I was home.
A lot of wine, a lot of books, a lot of fish in tins. That's an honest-to-God diet right there.
Family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Edie, Lewis, and Dawn. Okay. In loving memory of Lewis Finch, beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. At the Finch family cemetery, they have their own dedicated cemetery because of how many of them die. They got their own dedicated family cemetery. That's pretty crazy. So it's not like a situation where it's like everybody's just getting, you know, buried together in the same plot of land in a big cemetery. They're like, no, we've got our own cemetery.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay, so I was thinking, potentially, that these could have been pet names when I very first saw them. But I don't see... Oh, no, I do see a Molly on here. Oh, the pets have... The pet or pets are included in the family tree. Molly's in here. 1937 to 1947. So, Molly was a 10-year-old cat. No, that doesn't make sense either. Because Edith was talking... Edith wasn't even alive. I need to stop analyzing this family tree so much. I'm getting myself confused. It helps to verbalize the theories. I was like, wait a minute, Molly? Yes, Molly's on here. No, wait, that was years ago. So the cat was named after Molly instead. The only leaf that's still attached here is K. All right, we'll stop analyzing the family tree. Stop analyzing the family tree, guys. All right, it's not helping.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Orcas Island. So we're on an island. Delivery serving all of Orcas Island. No customers too far. What is that? Is that a washing machine? Or is that just the wind? God damn. Alright, I'm just taking in all the details, but yeah, it looks like I guess we're living on an island. So I guess that would be where our ferry was headed. Oh, or maybe we were leaving the island. At the start, it looks like we were leaving an island. Interesting. So it's like Edith on the ferry away from the place, and then recounting the story for us to experience now. I can see that.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh, wow. Which might explain how we end up getting a cast. This is crazy because it's like literally
like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I was just about to say, like, looking at all of this, it's like it's so strange how like still life this is. Like, it's just like this picture of just like a moment where just everybody's just disappeared, but everything is still like so set up. So strange.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Real spooky vibes. Someone left their iPod here. That's a lot of fish.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Oh. I'm gonna see if we can just turn up the brightness a little bit. Probably more than natural, but it just like the inside areas are very dark. So I'm gonna just turn that up like a little bit. When we're in the light, it's fine, but when we're walking through the dark spots, it's like the game is like very hard to see. So I imagine you're probably feeling that as well. Milton's the only one without mail. Looks like they were packing up.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh. Well, okay. He's got a death date on there, but the date missing says 2003, which means he's assumed dead. Not confirmed dead. He could be the guy who was just shuffling around making noise in the garage.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, what the hell? I saw one of these in the garage. You don't have anything to say about the weird sealed door with a, it's got a peephole in it. That's a peephole. Nothing to say about that, Edith? With the weirdly beautiful book arch? Creepy. Alright. Finches.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, we're gonna try it on everything. Barbara Finch.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Yes, Sven. It is the other family members, extended family. Great Grandpa Standing, aka Bigfoot. Cool. Okay, so there you go, Sven. I get it. So Kay's still attached. I wonder if it means if they're no longer part of the family, if they've passed away, they're off the tree. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm loving these. This is great. While I'm not a fan of bugs, I'm a fan of bugs in frames where they cannot hurt me and they look cool. I mean, they've done a great job at setting up a very lived-in, for a long time, family home arrangement. Ooh, that coffee table. That's great. Anything else I can interact with in here? They got just probably too many books.
The fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After it sank. Okay. Let's rebuild the house in the same spot where it sank. Surely it wouldn't happen again. Yeah, they are probably too many books. They have doubled up on quite a few of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. So it seems that depending on where we walk is where we can hit some dialogue points, because like we walked in here but we had to get to like this spot specifically for the fireplace to get addressed. So placement seems important if we want to get her recounting everything.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ah. Okay. So the peepholes are to see in, but all the bedrooms are sealed. That's creepy. Oh god, that's so creepy.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh, this is so creepy. Like, they're like, oh, they've died, so we're just going to seal up their rooms as they were and leave it untouched. Ironically, the only times that you'd probably want to use the zoom option, you cannot zoom. You had a pet. Probably a hamster or some kind. There's, see the little wheel. Interesting room. Aesthetic. Got the rocking horse. Got that 1947 aesthetic. When did the house sink, though? I wonder when the house sank. And then they rebuilt it. How do I... There we go. Interesting. I guess this was your pet. Your little pet rodent. But yeah, they've like commemorated them with their 1937 to 1947. Like, died when she was 10 years old, which is pretty tragic. So we're just going to be taking a peek inside people's rooms. So we could see a peephole in that was being... like, that was not in use in the garage. This one doesn't have a name on it. There we go, I can look at it now.
You told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Great. Is that... okay. Oh. Who's actually the... where's actually the family cemetery, then? That's the library. Interesting. I'm going to take that as probably a, it's not actually, people being buried in there. They get buried in the family cemetery, but they've also got like a library where they probably, you know. Oh, I see. That's why there's a Bigfoot thing. Gotcha.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
She was a movie star. Oh, okay. Is this Odin?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Yeah, there we go. Edie's father, Odin. See, you don't need to analyze the family tree. It'll tell us, and then I can save myself getting confused. Barbara the movie star, 1944 to 1960. God, so young, too. Only 16.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
God, the Bigfoot and the Barbara cardboard cutout is kind of terrifying. Is that a tanning bed or something in there? Like, what's going on in here? It's a fucking Barbara Hollywood sign. Well, to say that any of this is unsettling is an understatement. There's supposed to be no power, but we do have a power cord running up here. So maybe there'll be a generator of some kind. Before we do that, though, we've still got some more to check out. We've got Sven Hofstad Finch and Edie. 1915 to 1964. 1917 to 2010. Wow. So Sven was killed by the dragon outside years ago. Also, Edie seems to be the one that's directly in the family tree here, but Sven's like off, so I'm assuming that maybe Sven took the Finch name.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Having these rooms just sealed off and left as they were is very unsettling. It's definitely not like just imagine the smell. Calvin, 1950, 1961, like 11 years old, right? It's Calvin and Sam. Where's Sam? Yeah, Calvin and Sam. 1961, so 11 years old, and Sam was 33. There are a lot of young deaths here. There's like people that were like, yep, I live to be, 53. But there are so many people like Gregory, 10 years old. Sorry, 11 years old. No, 1 year old. God, I can't even read. Gregory didn't even make it a year. For some reason, my brain was going 1976 to 1987. Like I was just like not computing that. These are some very short-lived Finches. Why does Sam not have his...
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh. Oh. That is also tragic. They've like literally just like roped off that section of the house. That's traumatizing. So here, stay in this room where, your brother's dead, but we're not going to touch any of his stuff. We're just going to rope it off. Jesus. And here's, okay, so Gregory, 1 year. There's not even anything that they could put on the door.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
It's the bathroom. And it's very fluffy in there. Weird. Okay. This house is just strange. Alright, before we go upstairs, we're going to go into a room that is not sealed. It was being painted.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
This one was not sealed up. Great Uncle Walter. Okay, so this is the this is the original house. I see like the Finch's sign. This is the original house that sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Look at that. Creepy.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, Lewis told you secret passages? But look at this. Is this where the key goes? 20,000 leagues under the sea? Ooh, okay, Mother. Mother has given us secret key.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh my god. Okay. That's so cool. Actual secret door. Okay, I'm scared. Hold on. So is that us going into... No. Okay. It's a secret room. Oh, this is going to be weird. Alright, before we go into the secret room, we're going to check up here, see where this power cord's going.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. Creepy as well. Looks like we have one way to go. And it's into the secret tram window. Okay. Let's uncover the mystery of the Finches.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Wow, stained glass windows too.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Huh.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, we are going into her room. We're going into Molly's room.
No idea where all this was gonna lead.
Yeah, we're in Molly's room. Okay. So it looks like this secret entrance in the wall in the room that was never sealed is potentially going to end up taking us through the other bedrooms. Okay. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to. I was like, I want to explore them. I want to check out these rooms frozen in time. Turns out we can.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it was a gerbil.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Ollie Finch diary. Wow.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
What? Oh my god. Okay, now we have to play as the child.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Dude, okay, so we've literally got a 10-year-old's diary being like, hey, I'm gonna die soon, so I'm gonna tell you how it all went down.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Christopher?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay, well, we've had the gerbil food, which means the gerbil is now gonna not have enough food to eat. gerbil in the drawer, I assume?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Can I come out now? Can I not be locked in my own bedroom, please? Like a weird prisoner under curfew? Okay, well, I've got my own bathroom. That's nice.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, not the toothpaste. Oh, don't eat the toothpaste, kid. Oh, man. Oh, this is how we die.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I don't even think those are real. Well, at least we're not drinking toilet water to wash it all down.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Huh.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Sure. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Just roll with it, I
I tried
suppose.
to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, it's Christmas. Lounge room is all different because we had years and years ago. Yeah, this is the original house. It's got no weird shit built up in it. God, this is bizarre. Yeah.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Interesting. Well, I mean, you are a cat, dear. Apparently.
I jumped and I almost got her.
What? Oops.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
I guess we're having a dream. This must be Molly having a dream.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Yeah, there's barely anything to the house.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Okay, we going rabbit hunting? Oh, yeah! Gotcha, bitch.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Hiya! Death from above.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking.
Oh.
Stopped.
Screen glitch.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the fuck? It's just ragdolling. Oh my god! What the fuck?
And into the ocean. Now, I'm hungry.
Oh my god! What the fuck? That looks so stupid. Alright, what do we eat, boys? I wish for fish. Yeah!
Fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Jesus, okay. This kid's got a great imagination. Follow the trail of blood. God, this is just sad at this point. Poor little sea lion.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh, ugh, ooh, ooh. Oh, this is really, wow, this is so cool. Like, ooh. I'm getting all twisty. Oh my god. Oh, I can't. Oh. Oh, that's really weird. God, that's okay. I have to press the.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled.
Ugh.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, they're gonna kill a person. Yum 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 yum. This game has taken such a turn. Like, what the hell? Hang on. Are we going up the stairs? Hang on. Up here?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Getting sea shanties. What is happening, dude? Am I supposed to go in and kill the captain? Where are we going? This is back where we came from. God, this is weird as hell.
After
There we go. I can push it open.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
There's literally just no part of me that could have ever
And the good smell.
anticipated this. There's no part of me that would ever be like, yeah, I saw this coming. Oh, I'm out the toilet, baby. Yep. Oh, God, the camera work is incredible.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, I'm in my own room now. Okay. Weird. To where? The bed? Where are we headed? Monster under the bed.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
And then Edith says, "What the fuck?"
I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're actually adding in details of them. We're giving them a little sketch, too. Yeah, that was terrifying to witness. What the hell? Look at this, this whole fantasy story. Look at me in my castle and this dragon that goes to eat you, and the dragon was is Sven, right? So the dragon outside the house was the thing that killed him, apparently. Interesting. Even the calendar just being December 1947. I hear a cat. Oh shit, it's okay. And suddenly I was a cat. Oh, it's not locked this time. Interesting. House has had a whole bunch added onto it since that time.
It's obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Ah. Okay. The Molly naming makes sense now.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, all the bird pets over time. Rob, Lurpy, Purply, Furpy. God, you really got very creative. Yeah.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Zerpy, Derpy Jr., Bob, Burpy. Name that is not even on there. Unnamed bird. Derpy. The original. Oh, there was a snake at one point called Bob. Which means Rob was a lizard. Oh, okay, so all the birds were Erpies, and then Rob and Bob, the reptiles. Gotcha. Cool.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Huh. Wow. Just always looking at the family videos, home videos and stuff. I had, as a kid, this exact same video player. Like, as a kid, I had this exact same one. Not even kidding you, it's just like the same model, which is really weird to look at. That's so bizarre.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
True. Yeah. Oh, Edie is yeah, Edie and Edith. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Ollie concepts. The mysteries of death and thereafter.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Yorkers Island Gazette. Built 1937, Sven Finch. There you go. So the house was built in 1937. I'm assuming it was,
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay. I'm assuming that that's when the house was rebuilt after it, like, sinking? Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes Finch family pond. Celebration turns to mourning. Hey, look. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Taxidermy for the home. Legion folk tales. So this is all like Sven's side of the family stuff, which is cool.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh, damn. So many great details here and everything. I think this is the house, or at least the main part of it, the original part of it.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
And misfortune, yeah.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Family curse.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Oh. You take the house? Okay. So this is how the house sinks. Okay. I thought it might have just been like a landslide or something that happens. No, he's like, I'm going to take my house with me to leave the curse behind.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Okay, the reason why they have a family cemetery makes so much more sense now.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so when we were dreaming as Molly, it wasn't the original house at all. It was still the rebuilt house, but it was before it had all the new shit added onto it. What the hell? This is so bizarre. Alright, how do I get out of here? Get me out of here, please. I do not wish to be in here anymore. I can't get out. The true curse is that I'm trapped in this goddamn thing. Thank you.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, so I've got it right. Sven, Edie, Odin, Ingeborg, which means someone was married to Sanjay, or with Sanjay, and someone potentially with Kay. Kay is still attached to the tree. We'll see. Weird. Got the pills here.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, and here's... So this is the baby's room, apparently. The weird, fluffy bathroom. I guess because you just, you know, baby bath. And...
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay.
Trace.
Huh? Okay. Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay. But Kay, okay, so Kay's still attached there. Interesting. Gotcha. So that's who Kay is. Baby bubble bonanza. Not even like a cot or anything? Ooh. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. Interesting. Another secret room. God. Weird. Let's go. I guess this will be the bait, maybe some more secret on baby. Potentially? I don't know.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Oh, this is great. Little pop-up stuff.
The last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That's so cool. Oh, weird. This is developing film photos at home. I've seen this plenty of times. This is great. Like the film rolls. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, I've seen this stuff before.
Ben gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah. Recognized that stuff instantly. Doing his own like home film development. That's really, really cool. I guess another thing that's interesting to note is Odin's on here with daughter Edie, but there's more to the family tree that's not included on here, like from that description and like that reel thing that we were looking at. Cool. Your own little secret dark room. Milton's been here as well. So Milton's been through the whole secret passage. We're definitely going to learn some sort of truth about Milton, I feel. Because he's the one that went missing. And he's been on this little secret pathway. So either Sven... I don't know, Sven and Edie were like, did this whole thing for Milton to have a little funhouse adventure, or because like it's all like written in a way where it's like this kid's storybook thing. I don't know. Oh, and now we're in the twins' room. Looks like I recognize the rope. Wow, the difference in these children. The military child and the space child. And just quite literally separated. United States Marine Corps. Damn, look at all that film. Oh, they had little, accessible spots there. To the command center. Go to Calvin's little room house. What a cozy little room. Just sharing a room with a relative is never going to be an easy thing. It's the rocket ship from Wallace and Gromit.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh, just the tragic of like the measuring that continued to happen next to dead brother. Fucking hell.
And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Wow. Oh, and then the memorial stuff to him with the tree. And the tree thing, which is very beautiful, and a doily. Do we now have Calvin story time?
How I Want to Remember My Brother.
Oh, wow.
By Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Wow. Oh, we've got the cast on the foot. And Edith's got the cast on the hand.
Before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
I'm going to space.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, okay. Oh, this
Maybe
is...
if I hadn't said that.
God, this is so dangerous. We're literally on this, like, the cliffside. Oh my god.
Then maybe he'd still be here.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
I am...
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, God!
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I made it around 3 times, baby. Take that, brother. That is such a bad way to go, though. That'd be horrifying.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, maybe don't try and, like, spin all the way around when you're facing a cliff edge. You know? No wonder he was covered in cuts and bruises and broken leg all the time. Sheesh.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah. There you go. Here you go, Sam. Stay in this bedroom, please. Just constantly reminded of your the loss of your brother.
Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, there you go. Not surprised. This is great. God, this is such a tragic goddamn house story. Okay, we're wearing the sleeves on both hands. We don't really see the left arm that much, which means the cast is yet to come, I think. The cast on our arm is yet to come.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Like Milton. Ah, nice. Shortcut. Barbara Finch, child star. Milton once again. And now this is... Oh, we're in Barbara's place.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
God, the mentality as well of child actors and child stars that end up being like short-lived, and then it's like they're in their family's eyes. That's just like it's literally all that they could ever be, and they can never achieve more than that because you made it. What's next for you if you don't continue to make it? Nothing. Now you just have to live in the shadow of your success as a child that quickly faded. That's also just depressing.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Jeez. The aesthetic is perfectly captured. Dreadful Stories, Barbara Finch. So that's her thing. Barb Street. Oh. Even the big birthday cookie thing. That's not a cake, that's for sure. What is that? Big birthday biscuit. Just stayed in here, candles and all. Happy birthday. We just left it all. Damn.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh. Weird.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, I have to do it. I was like, I've just been like really just letting this story go. It's great.
She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, it's interactive now. Okay. Oh, this is so weird. Interactive comic book. This is cool because now it's like cell shaded art style.
Imagine the worst.
This is so cool. What the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, this is so like, God, what's the word I'm looking for? This is so just like unexpected, but like I love like the variety in all of these different little stories that we're reading about the family members. It's now a cell shaded hack and slash. We're smacking and whacking.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
And this is the table saw that Sven got whacked by. Hiya! God, this is so good.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Poor choice of words. God, I love that we're in like a playable comic strip. Oh, the egg! The floating egg chair, that's great. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, it's Halloween. Nice. I'm coming up. Okay. Walter Finch. Is it not? Is it not Sven? Because Sven just lose a hand on the table saw? And it's just Sven in medical robes. You're like, I've got a hook hand now. Yarg. Yarg, I've got me hook hand. Now we're going through the secret little spot. Oh, this is so weird. Hiya! What is going on? I'm so slow. Oh, he's gone. Trick or treat.
She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What? Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. No scream. Just oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Oh my god.
Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh, great. That ending. God damn.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's wild, dude. The fucking ear. Well, I guess we know where we're going. We're going to the music box to get the key to the basement. And the journey continues through this weird, wacky house. I love the just completely different...
Now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Huh. The completely different segments of the game, like the cel-shaded art style, was a really neat touch. Huh. The railing had been broken. It's been repaired. So in some capacity, that story did happen. Obviously not beat for beat, monster for monster, but there's something that happened there. But I like the detail. You can see that the railing has actually been repaired. Time to get the key. Does that mean you could get the key, like, super early? Would it let you get the key, like, playing this, like, with that knowledge? 'Cause that's interesting if so. Okay, basement time. I was just down here, swinging all of this with a crutch. So is there going to be a weird fridge down here as well? Got the baby thingy. So the baby stuff has been moved. Sven's saw.
The basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh. So Sven would do the cuttings for Edie to then do the paintings. Oh, he was making a little like the plans of the dragon and everything. I'm loving the way that all of this is laid out for us to observe and see. Very, very nice.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
There's the fridge.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Ooh, there's power here. Powered by a generator. Okay, underground tunnel time. It's very dark in here. Thank you. Okay. Our way is going to be lit.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Huh. Okay. We're in like some sort of we're in a bunker now. We're in a food prepper shelter.
In all these stories.
Survivalist shelter now.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Huh. Yeah. Wow, they gave Walter a secret underground bunker bedroom instead. That's why Walter Finch's name was no longer on the bedroom and it wasn't sealed, because they put him down here instead. Wow. Oh, and that's why he lived so long, because he was just staying down here. Wow. Okay, let's experience his story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Canned peaches, baby. Canned peaches are legit. They give you, they don't have too many. You will be sitting on the toilet, regretting it. The routine, every day, that guy falls down, this music is playing, and I'm eating canned peaches.
On the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
So the packages is Edie giving Walter like food and stocking him up on stuff as he stays down here.
Day, everything just...
Wow. 2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
That man would have been having diabolical bowel movements after those canned peaches.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Ooh. Something else that I really love and appreciate about the text in this game is the way that it appears on screen and it'll like move in a direction to be like, go this way. It's very, very well done. I really like this. I really like just the presentation of all of this. Simple and effective. Okay, I've got even, like, if I ever want to take myself even deeper down, I can. Then I've got a bunch of stuff down here too.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Oh, we're breaking out. Is this my little, this is my little dumping ground? God, that must stink. At least I've got a working toilet upstairs.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
God, the way that the text is incorporated in the game, very, very cool. I love it. Oh, okay.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Jesus Christ.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No way he goes out getting smacked by a train walking on a train track. No fucking shot. Oh my god.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Did he actually just like break out, walk out, and then just get run over by a train after saying one of the most beautiful sentences I've ever heard? It's just like, one more day. It just...
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
God damn. That radio is creeping me out. Time to follow Walter's footsteps. Even more books, by the way. Even more books.
I was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yep.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Yum. I feel like after years and years and years, you'd have so much more than that, but maybe that hole is pretty deep, and that's just the top layer of it.
Bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Milton.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
True. Wow. What's going on out there? What is going on out there? Someone's doing a light out there. Is that a signal for help? Is that an SOS?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Why do we got chairs in all the trees? There's something out there.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Ooh, that's interesting.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh god, everything being lit up in my path. I thought you should know about your family. Is she writing this for Milton? Because he's missing. The only person I could think that should be talking to or referring to, addressing your family, would be Milton.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
It's like a big old totem thing that's been built and knocked down that Sven was building some of it in the basement. You could see it like in Barbara's little comic strip. It's weird how the lights turn on only when we're close to them. That ghostly like sound of like the bell on like a boat or something.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Oh, this is the swing. Shit. Yeah, treehouse up here.
By death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yep. Is that where we're headed? Yeah, okay.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
All the
3
birds.
gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
No. Syrupy, lurpy, furpy, chirpy, burpy, derpy, derpy junior. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, and Lucy. Oh, we've even got unnamed ones. It's just a fish, which was probably Christopher. There's a rabbit. Oh no, there's Christopher the fish. Shadow. Shartsy. Oliver. Bob. Bailey. Bailey got the big one. Bailey got the big doghouse.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Wow. Damn, like 2 days after the birthday. Almost 10 years to the day. Me looking to see if this actually like spells anything, so I'm like, this has got to be some sort of, maybe there's some sort of secret here, or is it just a bunch of random words? Oh, Walter walking out of his little cave. Barbara the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
A sunken house.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's the house. No shit. Then what is that goddamn light then? Oh, we've got a... What are they called? It's not a binocular. Monocular? What are these things called again?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't really get to... Okay. It accidentally, it just took me right out of it. Okay, so the light is like a boy instead. I thought it was like, there was like someone out on like an island or something. Dreamed about the house every night. I wish I got to see that more. It backed me out of that so easily, but you know, it was like a physical struggle against my keyboard to get me out of like the Odin little reel thing. Alright. Guess I'm heading back.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Oh, here we go. You can see who's Sanjay? Sanjay Kumar. Who is that? Yeah. Born, but no death.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Into the treehouse.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, she's writing the story for a child. 22 weeks pregnant. Okay, she's not writing it for Milton. Oh my god. She's like, you should probably know about this. Wow. Okay, it all makes sense now. I was assuming, because as before that, I was like, Milton's the only other one.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
He's the only one that we don't know if he's dead or alive, so she could be writing out on the off chance to like fill him in on all the details if she finds him, but no. We're having a baby.
They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
He still had some things to remember his brother by here. A little space thing. We won't go yet because I got to check this guy out.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. Airline ticket to Finch. Interesting.
Dawn, I promise you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Odin Finch National Park. Just taking photos to move on. She's just reading the whole time. From behind the book.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. We should not have drunk all that coffee.
This is great. I love like a segment that's through the lens of a camera.
Nothing quite like being outside.
I guess you can choose what to take photos of to move on. You can take a photo of him peeing, or I could take a photo of something else. Like weird camp over there.
A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Got it. Poems by Emily Dickinson. I was like, God damn it, I can focus on this, I promise. You have to do.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Wow.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad.
Oh.
Good eyes, Dawn.
I'm gonna take a photo of that instead of my dad.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where are you?
Dad.
Oh.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
What are you shooting at? I'm trying to follow the bullet. Take a photo of the animal before you kill it. Yeah.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh, there it is.
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I thought that. Damn. Goddamn. Oh, hello, Dad. Oh, she hated that. He's like, I'm gonna take a selfie of this. God, she hated that. Yay, you killed an animal, and it was just living its peaceful life. Enjoy crying. I'm gonna capture this moment with a selfie while I'm out of focus. Hey, look at my daughter. She just killed a living thing, and she's crying over it. Let's capture this memory. Gotcha.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Yeah.
Always remember that, okay?
I'm so proud of you. While she's literally just crying tears. And that's the end of the camera roll, because the camera's what the roll's winding back, I think.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, no, it's the timer. Sorry, I gotta take another one. We'll just do it again. We're taking multiple of the same photo. There we go. Oh, I can move. Oh, because I'm on a timer. Shit! Ah, I'm on a timer! I didn't realize it was me who could move. Ah!
Hang on, kiddo. Just trying to get a shot of the two of us together.
Oh. Hold on. Keep crying. Keep the tears flowing, daughter. I'm coming. I didn't realize it was me that had to move up here. You got it. Keep crying.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
safe.
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, no.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
God damn. Let's traumatize my little girl. Holy crap. Oh my god. We're just like, all right, baby, it's totally normal that it twitches. Now just hang your head off this cliff here. Oh, god damn. Well, at least it wasn't Dawn that got thrown off there. That would have ended the family tree real quick. Hold on there, girl. I just got to reset the timer real quick. Jesus. That photo, man. That's tragic. God damn. All right, I guess we're going this way. All right, how we going? It looks like we've filled in we've got to still fill in Edie. I wonder if we'll even bother filling in Gregory with a year of life there, but this will be interesting. Might just take a quick little break and then we'll resume. All right, let's continue through the house. MREs, baby.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, we're heading into Babyland. This is a baby gate. Okay. Well, we've got Gregory. With Dawn and also Gus together. Strange. Okay. Interesting that Gregory's thing was the bathroom, but the actual setup is here. Oh, they've attached a divorce contract to it. Okay. Divorce between Sam and Kay. So 1977 served. 1977. Sam Finch. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summons is served for a written response. Oh, no, don't put it away. I'm trying to read. Get back up.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, now I'm playing as a baby.
Saw things the rest of us don't.
The duck is dancing with the frog. Oh! Hang on. Oh! I'm controlling the frog. I'm controlling the frog. I am a child of divorce with my magical duck bubbles. Ah! Give me this! Give me this bubble. This is all I care about. Family's getting divorced. Whoa! Oh my god, there's so many more.
His imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
I have the mind of a 1-year-old child. Woo! Oh. Life was so much simpler back then. I didn't have to worry about bills and rent and keeping myself alive. All I had to worry about was ducks in a bath. Oh, yes. God, this is amazing. Oh!
It sure made him happy.
We got the whale in here, baby. Flick him over. Flip him over. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I see what's happening here, and I don't like it. I'm now seeing my untimely demise fold out, happen right before my very eyes. Ah, yes.
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Oh, okay. I was ready to drown in a sea of bubbles. Oh, no.
I wish you could have told me.
Fucking hell, dude. I was like, oh, we're gonna drown. Oh, no, we're not drowning. Oh, no, we're drowning. So the divorce came because Kay kind of blames Sam for calling and distracting her and being the reason that he ends up drowning.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh my God. Yeah, nothing to say about that. That is just tragic. I don't really know if I intend to have children in my life, but like I would just be terrified so much of how precious life is in that moment, you know, just being like, don't hit your head, don't fall over, don't die. Like it's because it's so easy. And there's so many complications that can go down, like the whole like emotional investment that goes into bringing a new life into this world with the person that you love is it's definitely a magical thing, but you know, goddamn, is it also stressful because you're like, hopefully we can make it through this one without them dying, because it's tragic in multiple ways. And in multiple stages of how it could all, you know, go wrong so quickly, so easily.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids.
Oh.
It's not very hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
We kiting.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss.
Nope. Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, that thing is still standing, and we're right below it. God, it hurts to see exactly how things are going to play out when you're in these moments.
Panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought
Wow.
that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, that we
She
did.
never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Interesting. Wild. Okay. Oh. That mohawk, though. So he was... it did not go the way that I thought it was. I thought he was going to get crushed by that totem pole thing, but it turns out he gets... I'm assuming whisked away in the winds to the ocean or something. Like maybe like the tent took him, like came off and then like whisked him away. The house rules. Each one gets their own dedicated light switch, apparently. Oh man. This is kind of awful. To be the, you know, a child of a military father. My mother was the daughter of military parents. Well, not military, but sort of like one in the Navy, one who was a wartime nurse, but still, you know, Navy. Couldn't imagine that was the best thing ever, especially with this setup. God damn it. Gonna go on a whole military obstacle course.
The loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, I was thinking this. This is what I thought. I was just about to say, because initially I was looking at this being like Dawn and Gus brothers, and then Gregory being uncle, but then I was like, then obviously we've come to realize, you know, Gregory, 1-year-old baby. And instead it was Dawn with Sanjay here. And we're seeing that here.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Hmm. Nice. That answers that question very easily.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
God, the kite's up here as well. And the pole to go back down. Don't expect to be going down the pole. But fuck it, let's do it anyway. Interaction. Whee! And now I gotta go back up. I did the full course. Alright, let's go back up. Because now I gotta go through the window. Had to do it. Can't leave the course incomplete. Let's just make the pregnant woman do that course twice. Very, very smart.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Ah. Oh, I can now see why all of the missing posters are everywhere, because they're getting goddamn scooped up from here.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
All the goddamn tins. Milton, Lewis, and Edith.
House again.
Interesting. Milton's garden is again a series of is very artistic. Lewis's was all put together quite well. Mine is something. I got people in mine. Reflecting our personalities in here.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good.
Homeschooled. Okay, we're getting homeschooled in here. Nice. Okay. There you go. Now, family history, fact or fiction. Okay. Got the projector set up and everything. Learning about your family. Mrs. Finch. God, that's so strange. Your teacher being your mum. And your classmates being your siblings. The curse. Yeah, let's teach the family about the curse. To teach and learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. So...
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Ah, okay. Milton's sealed room.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Well, let's figure out how to get in there. Well, I figured out how to get in there. Ooh. Airship. Painting the door to the castle.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Wow. So, there you go. Okay. Let's have a look at this.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a... Oh, it's a flip book animation. That's great. Flip book inside of a flip book. Oh, he's painted the door and he's gone through the door, and that's how he went missing. Did his exit. Okay, I see. Magic paintbrush. That's how they wrote him out of the story.
I was forward.
He's got such a magical looking cartoon character. Wow. Do we go check the door then? Interesting.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Alright, let's try the door. In we go. Da, 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 da. Okay. Wow. So I guess that was one of the last things that he painted.
Mom didn't want it getting out.
So is it assumed that he ran away? And we're not at the highest point yet.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Oh, so this is Lewis's spot?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me...
Oh. Legalize marinara. The shisha. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Nice. Alright, looks like I can get in here, but there's... Oh no, the stairs are broken. This is how we're getting in. Tiny little room.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Hmm?
That part of him lived on.
Dude. Wonderland Turbo.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, there's the TV. I'm like, what the fuck? Cool setup, dude. God. Amazing.
Dear Mrs. Finch, As Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, God. Yep. Oh, okay, yep.
He kept working at the cannery.
Oh, my God.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Mine began to what? Am I sticking my hand in it? What am I doing?
Wander.
Oh! That's a top-down view of a person. I was like trying to grab this thing. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm playing 2 games at the same time. This is incredible. I'm multitasking. Look at me go. This is so weird.
Imagining a labyrinth.
Don't get distracted and don't stick your hand. Don't stick your hand into the thingy.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh, oh.
And things that have not names.
Oh, things that have not names. Cool.
He knew it was all in his head.
Oh. Get out of here, fish. It's building up. Oh, I had to kill a fish to proceed in my map.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is so cool. Just like let's just think about the duality there, where we're playing like this top-down labyrinth like experience while also just like cutting fish in a factory. Like the way that it's just like communicating how easy it is to like daydream and get sidetracked. This is so cool. Each of the different sort of expansions we're doing into all of these people and their like unique little gameplay elements is really, really exciting. It's so refreshing. This is why I love playing like games like this.
But he found something more.
Whoa, it's changed into an isometric one. Okay.
I worried about him then.
The angle has changed.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Look at me go.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yep. I'm doing perfect. I'm playing video games in my head while I'm at the cannery. Yeah.
So I let him go on.
Oh, it's getting bigger and bigger.
It seemed very promising at first.
I feel like my hand is definitely going into this goddamn guillotine. We get too distracted. A classic RPG with a dog now. We're playing Fable 2.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
I think you could do better than that, Lewis. That's not very creative.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
The hell, dude?
And songs for them to play.
Look at all my people. These are my people. Lewis Topia.
About starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oh my god.
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
He's too busy being in Lewis Topia.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
That is right.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Yep.
And he won.
Yep, nice.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
What the hell? This is amazing.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Oh, time to conquer the next city.
New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis.
Okay. Sure.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to lose my hand. I can feel it.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh, what?
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh, wow.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince or a handsome queen. I like the difference how you would usually have beautiful queen and handsome prince. Let's go for the beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince.
Yes. So now choose your own adventure.
The prince was on his own quest for
radiant rainbows, baby.
Radiant rainbows.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally knocked it down. Shit. Oh, no! No! I'm not on. I'm failing my quest for radiant rainbows. This is actually okay. God damn it.
He followed the sound of his
electric sitar. That was the hardest part of the game so far. I missed so many rainbows. Oh.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh, it's fully taken over now. I'm slowly losing reality. God, this is insane. Oh.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is great because everyone has their own like weird storylines that they invent in their own imagination.
Never known success in the real world. I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh my god, what a transition. God, this is fantastic. I wonder which one's mine. Just bring my drugs to work, dude. Whee! Oh, this is so weird.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis. the cannery worker.
Oh man, I'm having an out-of-body experience. That's me. But I'm me. Okay, what is happening? I imagined myself coming up behind my cannery body.
The man with a royal contempt.
Oh, this is so... See you later, Finch.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly the cat! Terrifying.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
I love being surrounded by happy, faceless people. Not at all creepy.
There's one thing left to do.
Wherever I go, I'm still surrounded by my cannery nightmares. I got fishes everywhere.
Bend down his head.
Oh my god.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Well, I'm out. Sticks his head in the goddamn thing. Doesn't lose a hand, he loses his head. Sheesh. That's heavy. All these deaths.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
That's also why she was thinking about, like, the home and everything. Putting her in a home.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
So it's pretty clear that Sanjay went out in the relief disaster. We saw like the newspaper clipping
What
off.
happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
God, all of the look, there's Lewis, and all of the characters there were made. And now she writes the story?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Time for the grown-ups to argue.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
I am so small now.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Interesting. Oh. Time to find out the truth of the library.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, I think we're walking.
It was the last time I ever saw the old house aground.
The tide's out. We're going to the house. So I wonder how this fell down. I'm assuming, I thought that this would have been the thing that killed Gus with the way that we were positioned right underneath it, but it wasn't clear. Like, it seemed like the wind would have taken us out.
God, it smelled awful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Huh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
God, it's so weird how this is set up. There's the boy.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh, wow.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Love that I could do that.
A few years went by.
Oh.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
I'm being born.
But now I hope you'll never see it.
Am I being born right? I'm being born right now.
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I'm being born. I'm being born. I'm coming out.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
We were never playing as Edith, we were playing as Edith's kid. Edith died 1 year later, assumedly in childbirth. That's the only logical reason I could think that she died. Oh man, I thought we were being Edith that whole time. And we were like on the ferry back afterwards. I was like, I'm waiting for something to happen to my arm for it to be put into a cast or something. Holy crap. So we were playing as Edith's kid, reading Edith's journal, recounting her visit there and following in her footsteps, going through all of that almost. We're like, oh, the perspective of that is such a weird little mindfuck. So we're being like Edith's kid reading it. And then the end of the game is us at the family cemetery. So she died, what I assume to be, she died in childbirth. Holy crap. We never found Milton. For some reason I was expecting there to be like some weird, like Milton would show up. I was like, maybe Milton is like living out on like an island where that house is or something, or he's like been here the whole time, you know? And that was really cool. What I liked about this game, I was always just kind of like on the edge of like, what's around the corner? Like what's going to happen here? How's this going to turn out? And really, really surprised with it actually, because I had no idea what to expect. And it was just a great little contained story journey about a family and a family curse, apparently. I really liked it. I'm on the edge of my seat though, because I was like, I thought there was still going to be more. Maybe we'd go into the library properly and read the maybe like the other half of that book, would be able to read the rest of Edie's story that she'd written in that book there, because we got ripped away right when we were at the house, so we never got to find out. I was like, I've been robbed of the rest of the story, but wow. I also liked that we were able to just kind of play a game in one sitting. That's always very fun when you can play a game in like a couple of hours sometimes, where it's like this just nice little, you know, story that you don't have to go through many hours to play. You could just kind of experience it in one sitting, which was very fun. This was such a great experience too. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, very unexpected. Didn't know what I was gonna, you know, play going into this. You're like, it's like seeing like these masks here, as if, you know, you've got like Molly like playing make-believe in her bedroom. Like, I'm an owl now and I'm chasing all of this stuff. And I got really hungry, so I just decided to eat my gerbil in the night. You know? So crazy. Whenever I see Annapurna opening up a game as well, I feel like I know that I'm in for a good time. I always love seeing Annapurna at the beginning of a game. It always instills a lot of confidence in me. In like the game, I'm always like, okay, I feel like this is going to be good. And it was very, very unexpected. I really liked all of the different gameplay elements when you were playing through like all of these different family members. It was very unique, having like your little cel-shaded comic booky adventure as Barbara. And I got to say, like, Lewis's fish segment is definitely got to be my favorite part of this. It was wild to see the power of imagination and daydreaming when you're doing monotonous stuff. It's very relatable. I've been in some very monotonous, boring workplaces, and I haven't been in the best mental states over the course of my life in many different periods. And like having that sort of thing happen, where you can see like someone with a very creative way of thinking trying to like pass the time. Obviously, that did not have a happy ending whatsoever in regards to you know, the power of his imagination. He's like, I'm looking to exit this boring old life at the cannery. But just seeing like the way that you could play that, like you're playing two things at once, like you're doing your fish thing while also daydreaming. So I thought that was very powerful. Seeing how all of these deaths played out as well was also just incredible. And then we can see that Dawn and Edie have been added to the list. We've got Lewis's name being put into that thing that she's creating there. I thought that was wonderful. The replay a story option is now available, so you can select Edith to play from the beginning. So you can actually now choose where to play and who to play as, which is quite interesting. But that was What Remains of Edith Finch. That's crazy. I guess what's really interesting to think about is Edith was also in this scenario a teen mom. It makes no mention to there being like a boyfriend or a partner or anything like that, but Edith fell pregnant only at 17 years old, and then died at 18 in childbirth, which is pretty sad. And then obviously this kid, enough time has passed for the child to go back and experience this story and reading that journal, you know? Very interesting experience. I really liked it. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for What Remains of Edith Finch and my first time experiencing it. It was very unexpected, very bizarre, but I liked it a lot. I'm not sure what else I have to say, but like I feel like I got to process some of what we experienced, but you know, I feel like I've definitely shared a lot of the important parts of my thoughts and feelings here. I really liked the storytelling elements. I really liked how all of this was portrayed, sort of like literally going through a family tree leading up to yourself at the end there. It's really cool. Thank you so much for joining me for What Remains of Edith Finch. I thought it was a great opportunity to play like a game on the shorter side and something a little bit different to what I'm playing on the channel at the moment. And like I said, I had a little bit more free time and I just wanted to play a different game and see how that would go. And I'm glad I did. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.